Hi guys, welcome to another video. Hope you're all keeping well. Now, this is going to be another pickups video because I want to show you some movies that I recently picked up. I've got some DVDs here I'd like to show you. So there you go. And I've also got some Blu-rays I'd like to show you. Okay, so there you go. All right then, guys. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. And I will show you the DVDs first, right? Okay, so I want to start with this DVD of an absolutely awesome BBC series that I came across. Now, if you like TV shows like Roald Dahl's Tales of the Unexpected and Brian Clemens' Thriller, I think you're going to really like this series. I loved it, absolutely loved it. It was a really pleasant surprise. So I liked the first series. Well, actually, it was a series 8 I got first. I liked it that much. I've sent away for all the others and picked up a couple while I was in Chester on a Friday. I've got a couple more to come, yeah. And that is a series called Inside Number 9. Fantastic little short horror stories here, guys, laced with elements of dark humour and some fantastic twists in these little stories. And that, you know, these guys are responsible for this series. Steve Pemberton and Reece Shearsmith. Yeah, oh yeah, real short shockers these are, guys. Especially that one with the quiz show. Oh, you actually think you're watching a quiz show, but has a very, very dark ending, guys. Quite some. Well, I won't tell you what the ending is, but fantastic. Absolutely love this series, Inside Number 9, and I highly recommend it if you love a horror TV series. And I hope this signals a return to the classic horror TV series we used to see so much of back in the 60s and 70s. Yeah, so full marks to these two guys for bringing to us a fantastic little horror series that is Inside Number 9. Absolutely fantastic. So that is series 8. Now this is series 6, Inside Number 9. Again, looking forward to checking this out. Yeah, there you go. There's six stories, stills of the 6 stories, guys. Yeah, so Inside Number 9, series 6. Inside Number 9, series 3. These are very reminiscent to the kind of short stories you'd read in the Pan Book of Horror Stories. You know, that's what they reminded me of. You know, they start off like, most of them start off an ordinary setting, everyday life and that, and they take a very, very dark twist, and quite horrific. Some of them are, some of the endings you don't see coming and that, so there you go. That is series 3 of Inside Number 9. Fantastic series. I recommended it to my cousin, and she's watched them nearly all already on an iPlayer. Loves them. And this is what I picked up in Chester on Friday in HMV. Inside Number 9, series 1 and 2. A nice little box set there, guys. Only 12 quid. I'll just show the covers, guys. So you've got series 1 of Inside Number 9. And you've got series 2 of Inside Number 9. These two guys did a fantastic job with these little horror stories. They really did, yeah. And I liked them so much that I wanted them in my collection and that. So once I've watched all the episodes, I'll do a full review of them and that. Yeah, one of the best horror series I've seen in a long time. Inside Number 9. Highly recommend it. Yeah, fantastic little series. Okay then, guys, moving on to the movies now. This one I watched a couple of weeks ago. It was okay. I did actually do a review of it, but the ending let it down for me, and that is The Curse of Rosalie. Yeah, it's supernatural, kind of in the vein of The Exorcist and the Amityville Horror and Poltergeist, yeah. But I didn't like the ending, guys, yeah, so there you go, that's The Curse of Rosalie. Next up is, two movies actually here featuring, I think it's the same ape, actually. That is Ape versus Monster and Ape versus Mecha Ape. So there you go, kind of King Kong stories. Here's the back, guys. And there's a slipcover, nice slipcover there, guys. Yeah, so that's Ape versus Monster and Ape versus Mecha Ape. Kind of a robot, I presume it's fighting. Very reminiscent of King Kong, guys, yeah. So there you go. 2 ape movies I'm looking forward to watching. Next one up is actually from the 1960s. It's a black and white movie. I watched it the other night. It's under the Best of British collection. Usually good, the movies under this banner, but I was sorely disappointed with this, guys. It really was. It was, oh God, it was slow. Was it slow? I think it's the slowest, most boring voodoo movie I've ever seen in my whole life, and that is The Curse of the Voodoo. Don't be deceived by the cover, guys. It's a load of tosh. absolutely boring. Very, very long, drawn-out scenes of the guy getting chased in the woods by, you know, these natives and that. You know, he goes they basically worship a lion. Well, they worship lions in that, in the natural habitat. And when the big game hunters shoot them, they put a curse on this particular guy and that, you know, so it follows them back home and that, you know. But it sounds a good premise, but oh, it was awful, guys. It was really boring. Yeah, so there you go. That's the Curse of the Voodoo. This stars Dennis Price, actually, and it released in 1965. Yeah, but as I say, don't be deceived by the photos and the cover. Very, very disappointing. Next up is one I bought recently, actually, on Friday. Another Voodoo movie. This is in colour. It's a more recent one, and it's called Voodoo Lagoon. There you go. Paradise Can Be Hell. Let's hope the movie isn't hell to watch. So there you go. Some stills, guys. So I'm looking forward to watching this one. So that is Voodoo Lagoon. Next up, oh my days. I have to say this, guys. This was another major bore fest. I watched this last night. I was especially disappointed because it contains one of my all-time favourite British actresses. You know, very, 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 very famous lady. She's been in loads of movies and she's a lovely-looking girl. But I'm afraid she was wasted in this. It really, you know, she really was. It comes under its foreign title, but I think its English title is called The Haunting Passion or The Haunted Passion. So there you go, starring Jane Seymour. It's basically, it promised to be like similar to The Entity. This couple, like they buy this house and that, by the coast and that, and supposed to have a ghost in it. Oh, but boy, guys, was it slow? Was it boring? Was it interminable? And, you know, oh yeah, really disappointed with this one. It could have been much better. The idea was there to create a real good ghost story. She didn't even seem afraid of The Entity. You know, the character Jane Seymour played in this. So again, this has got some stills, guys, from the you recognise him from the series Simon and Simon. This is going to be put on eBay. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that, guys. It's okay. Oh, missus. Yeah. All right then, guys. So there you go. Very, very disappointing ghost story starring Jane Seymour. Yeah. All right then, guys. On to the Blu-rays now. So the first one I'd like to show you is a rare movie, actually. Prior to buying it, and prior to reading up on the internet, I didn't know a thing about this 70s movie. And again, it sounded a great idea, you know, really good premise and that, but it didn't deliver, guys, I have to say. And that is a movie called Terror Circus. There you go, guys. There's some stills from the movie. Basically about this guy, like he's sort of like he abducts girls and that in the desert and that, you know, the car breaks down and that, and he lays them back to his house and that. He's got all these women chained up and that, you know, in cages and that, and he has like lions and that, you know. He's a bit of he's a kind of a weird kind of zookeeper, you know, a domestic zookeeper. But it did sound good and that, you know. And as I say, like, but I was disappointed with the guy. It was very, very slow, you know. There's no reversible artwork. It's just that. So yeah. So this is from 1973. Yeah. Three beautiful young women are bound for Las Vegas to become showgirls. It's not long before their car breaks down, strangling them in the middle of the Nevada deserts. After spending the night in their car, a man named Andre, played by Andrew Prime from Grizzly, offers them a lift to his place on a tow truck, but the girls quickly learn there's more to Andre than meets the eye. Yeah, guys, as I say, don't be fooled by the blurb. You know, it was really, really a dire movie, yeah. So there you go, guys. That is Terror Circus. Next up is a movie I've actually seen before. I actually wanted this with the slipcover. I enjoyed it, actually, first time I saw it. But you know, unfortunately, it didn't come with the slipcover. It's a movie called Silent Madness, yeah. But I'll keep my eyes open anyway online if anybody's selling the slipcover. I believe they're very, very rare now anyway, getting it with the slipcovers, yeah. So just read it back a bit, the blurb. When a glitch in the computer system as an asylum for the criminally insane results in the release of the wrong patients, a giant in stature homicidal maniac named Howard Johns, who has a penchant for killing college co-eds, it's up to one of the Institute's top doctors to track him down. So there you go, guys. There's a couple of stills from the movie. She's very good playing the lady doctor. So it has got got two discs, guys. It's got reversible artwork. Actually, I'll just show you the reversible artwork. There you go. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to revisiting this one. It's Silent Madness. think it's from 1984, Silent Madness. Next one up is a movie I watched a couple of years ago, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've always wanted it on Blu-ray. It stars Nicole Kidman and Matt Dillon, and that's a movie called To Die For. She's a kind of a psychotic weather announcer, yeah. So, and there's some stills, guys, at the back. Nicole Kidman, yeah. So I'm looking forward to revisiting that on Blu-ray. That is To Die For. Next up is, again, when I was in Chester on Friday, I went to the charity shop and I couldn't believe this movie, look, with a lovely slipcover, was £1. Oh, I couldn't believe it. And that is The War for the Planet of the Apes. Just look at that, guys. Mint condition, £1 in a charity shop. So I have seen all these movies before, but I didn't have them in my collection, so it's really great. £1, like, I couldn't bypass that, could I? Yeah. So I'm looking forward to revisiting this one, War of the Planet of the Apes. And also in the same shop, this was £2.50. This is the very first one, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So I picked the two of them up. Yeah, fantastic special effects in these movies, yeah. And again, no reversible artwork, yeah. Couldn't believe it, like, you know, bargain and that, you know, especially that one for £1. So I picked the two of them up in Chester, yeah. All right then, guys, the next one up is a 101 release. Watched it the other night, and again, God, I'm getting some right turkeys in this these couple of weeks, aren't I? Yeah. This is a movie called The Brain. Again, promises so much, but it delivers so little. I'll just show you the inside, guys. The guy who was in Reanimator who played, I think it was Dr. Hill is in this. He's the main protagonist. So there you go. There's the reversible artwork, and you get a booklet there. But yeah, it was there he is. That's the fella who was in Reanimator. What's his name? David Gale. Yeah. But yeah, disappointed, guys. Yeah. So another one for eBay, unfortunately. So that is The Brain. It's a shame, like, you know, as I say, it's happened to me loads of times. You get like a nice cover, and it's let down by the dire quality of the movie. Yeah, so there you go, that's The Brain. Another, yes, I have to say it, guys, another disappointing purchase. I watched it the other night, and it promises so much again, but delivered so little. It's a kind of, if you like your movies where people go into creepy woods and you can't get out, you might like this. It's a lovely setting, you know, the woodlands and that is creepy, but the story was, it didn't explain itself. And that is a movie called Bring Out the Fear. Yeah, awful movie, guy. But, well, it wasn't like, what started off okay, like, you know, the premise, like, he's sort of like this couple and that, his girlfriend's been having a fling and that, and he warns this guy off and that, you know, to leave her, you know, to keep away from her. Then he go into the woods and that, and he become lost in the woods, and he can't get out of the woods and that. It's a bit like Groundhog Day. They're walking round and round in circles in the woods, and there's some sort of, well, it suggests there's some sort of entity in the woods following them and that, you know, and you keep seeing this guy popping up all the time in the woods and that, but it doesn't really explain itself, guys. You don't know what the hell's going on with this movie. Very, you know, could have been much better, you know, so it's a great shame. Yeah, the story was very, very weak. I didn't like the dream within a dream sequences either. I hate those, well, you'll know if you've been watching me videos how much I hate those dream within dream sequences, and this had quite a few, guys, that really turned me off the movie. So there you go, that is Bring Out the Fear. And last but by no means least, now I'm really, really looking forward to watching this one. With me being a huge fan of, like, you know, Dracula and vampire bats, this is another unusual one. I've never heard of it. I think it stars Jackie Cooper, Alex Cord, Rachel Jekyll, and Bradford Dillman. And it was made in 1974, and that movie is called Chosen Survivors. It's basically about this group of people or something. They go down into this bunker. I don't know if it's in the desert, somewhere in the Nevada desert and that, but they go down to this bunker or something to escape nuclear or something. But they go for it's a case of going from out of the frying pan into the fire, because once they get down there, they find that the facility is infested by hundreds and hundreds of bats. Yeah, just imagine that, you know. So there you go. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to checking this one out, yeah. So that is Chosen Survivors, and that's the last one. All right then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have you got any of those movies? Have you seen any of those movies? Let me know in the comments down below, you know. I'd be very interested to hear from you. Yeah. All right then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this pickups video. You know, stay cool in this, this bloody hot weather. Absolutely bloody sick of it. yeah, stay cool, and all going well. I'll be back again very, very soon with another video. Bye for now. Take care.